So this is actually going to be the last block for our agenda today. And this is Lido Labs, GOOSE and EGG for 2026. So if you're not sure what that means, Vasiliy, who is the executive director at Lido Labs Foundation, will guide you through all of them, what that means, and how they define Lido's next chapter. So please welcome Vasiliy to the stage.
You probably know me by now. I'm going to talk about goal setting and grant funding. It's a bit out of the theme of today. I am a co-founder of Lido, executive director of Lido Labs. Used to be CTO or research lead. You can subscribe to me on Twitter. So I'll start with some good news. This had been a good month. Last month had been a good month for Lido. Staking share grew. We did launch Mellow strategy, liquid vaults, and overall it also had some growth and some good API, and I think it's a good product. Staked ETH ETP by WisdomTree launched in Europe. This is pretty cool. I think that's the first liquid staking based exchange trade product in the world. It's literally without precedence, so I think it's very cool. V3 is going to vote very soon. It's on finish line. We're going to vote it to release very soon. And as Dmitry said us about CSM, its share is at 5%, should increase in the future. And DAO take rate on CSM is also in pretty good place. Like we have DAO take rate at about 6% on rewards, which is pretty cool. So now is the time to set up the goals for 2026 and for DAO to set the goals and for contributors to ask for funding to achieve them. And I think we are in a very, very, very exciting place in the industry life cycle. We have the first year when we are going for a real adoption, from early adopters to early majority. We've got fintech giants like Revolut or Stripe going into the industry with full force behind it, not as a just small pilots or something. It's like actual big business move for them. We've got huge institutional exposure for crypto, for BTC, for ETH through treasury companies, and this is also unprecedented. We have grown up competition. We have much clearer regulation. It's very exciting time, and that means that in a different world than we used to be in 2025, in the beginning of 2025, 2024, we need to also have a bit different goals, I guess. In long term, what is happening? There is a very small crypto economy, like $3 trillion is a stretch because it includes all the assets in the crypto economy. And there is a real world mid-space economy that is like huge, one like over 100 trillion. If you include assets, it's going to be like 30 times more than that or something like that. And it's finally got connected by a like big channel between them. And I think that what we want is when actual businesses use DeFi, we want part of it to be a Lido developed product. So in the long term. How do we want to achieve it in the short term? Short term, the thing that we want to do is to prop up and support staking as a core and very important business for Lido DAO. Get closer to the customer with the supporting product. We can expand the staking ecosystem with stake vaults, with ETPs. We can ensure protocol resilience with a Lido core upgrade, with which Sasha has talked about just now. We want new revenue streams with Lido Earn, with liquid vaults on ETH, on other assets going forward. And we want to explore vertical expansion real-world business applications in 2026. So you can think of it as of like having a big and important part of our product portfolio, staked ETH, as a flagship one, but also growing, promising direction that either are synergistic with staked ETH or are very interesting in the grand scheme of things and the overall adoption wave happening. So we already took first steps toward the vision with Lido V3 going on staked vaults to offer more product to different customer segments with Lido Core upgrade to reduce the cost of revenue and like increase DAO take rate with the liquid vaults, which support staking products and also have an independent revenue stream. By incorporating other assets that the stakers want, by going after integratable interfaces, other opportunities that can present itself. So like we can be a multi-product organization going forward. For that to happen, Lido Labs is asking for a grant. We do an ecosystem grant request of $60 million, which can be cut in core and growth parts, and growth can be further cut in baseline spending and discretionary. So core spending is the spending that we like absolutely cannot recommend to reduce to like it's things that are needed to support of the protocol or the like products around it, like widgets and interfaces, all the making upgrades as Ethereum makes upgrades, which it had 2 in the last year. And this is also one pretty cool fact, or like and part of the good ones over the last months, right? Fusok upgrade had gone pretty very well, and this is slow on the smaller side than in the previous year. We try to keep this number contained, but we want to ask for larger allocation for the growth to expand the staking ecosystem, upgrade the core to ensure protocol resilience, scale new revenue streams, and explore vertical expansions and real-world business applications. There will be baseline spending. That is something that we commit right now, like compensation for contributors, revenue share, and things like that that are already like we are originally sure that we are going to spend over this year. And there will be some amount of opportunistic and discretionary spending that will only be spent when it's clear that it's something that has value and will be kept otherwise. It's thing that we keep to, for example, help integrations go forward and similar kind of spending. So we made a sort of financial statement for the DAO that is based on assumptions that are relatively balanced. We are cautiously pessimistic on ETH price and these assumptions. Like it's we selected median of ETH price over 2 years, and there had been just like 100 days, I think, in like slightly over 100 days in ETH price history when this price was not pessimistic essentially enough. So I think it's a good cautious estimation of ETH price. We are realistic. Like I expect this to more or less be hold on the DAO take rate on core modules and average DAO fee on staked vaults. And we are optimistic on growth, but both on staked ETH, Lido Core, on staked vaults, and Lido growth as well. Again, the projections are just what I think this is going to be, informational instead of definite forecasts. So compared to actuals in 2025, we expect lower gross revenue in US dollars terms because of the mostly because of the ETH price. Actuals consider ETH price at the like month intervals and have been higher on average than our assumptions. But we still think we'll have more net revenue, including from staked vaults, including from new products, treasury management, which will include yield-bearing stablecoins going forward. But we also want to increase the spending on, especially on growth. So if all our assumptions hold, next year is going to be slightly in the red for $6 million. If price is going to be slightly higher, it's going to be in the green. So if next year is going to have like ETH over $3,000, it's going to be a good year for us. And this is our projections for the treasury, 2025 versus 2026, which is going to have slightly less staked ETH at the end of the year. Given that ETH price is going to be like 2.7, it's going to be, if it's going to be higher, then we'll have a better treasury. But 2026 is the time to grow for Lido DAO. It's time to invest, to spend, to try to build things, because it's most interesting time in the history of crypto to build. Like we are finally on the early adopters, like the majority from early adopters. A lot of things happening, a lot of businesses and users are going to use crypto going forward than it used to be. And we are in a strong position thanks for the best-in-class LST product and resilient business model. We have dry powder for growth, and foundation can work on it. And we have good liquidity, brand, network effect to enter the new market segments with a stronger demand for customization. We also have community sentiment change on Lido, which I think is pretty cool. So I feel pretty optimistic going forward. Vote is leave until 19th December. So that's it. Thank you, folks.
Thank you very much, Vasiliy. I think we have a few questions for our Q&A, so let's go to the first question. Regarding the mission, will the mission be updated in light of GOOSE-3?
So I think now is not the time to update the mission, because like on one hand, GOOSE-3 is mostly like building the same thing, making staking simple, secure, and decentralized. We are working less on the or intend to work less on the staked ETH and the main product itself, but we want to open this secure, and simple, and decentralized staking to more user segments, and want to improve and support staking by the set of synergistic products, but it's still the same thing. But in general, I think that yes, over the next few years, Lido should do a bit of soul searching. And the mission that we have now is like we almost there on it. So we will need to find the right sized mission for the future again. So
Okay, yeah, a little soul searching. So, second question, can you tell me more about strategy from David?
so yeah, and thank you for congratulations on ETP. Lido strategy is a liquid vault that has been deployed by Melo and has Melo as a curator. And what does it mean is that Melo is with the Lido blessing is managing the vault, as in finding the right kind of strategies to put ETH or staked ETH in to get APY that is better than staking with some amount of increased risk. The strategy that Melo is exploring is I think they're doing at this moment leverage staking, as in borrowing ETH, staking it, and putting staked ETH collateral to borrow more ETH to get more APR on staking, essentially. A bit of carry trade, which is borrowing stablecoin with ETH and getting some APR on stablecoins. And similar like low to medium risk kind of yield farming for ETH. And it's been up for, I think, slightly less than a month now. And it's already, I think, in a pretty good place in terms of TVL and user base and etc. etc. etc.
Okay, I think that's all that we have time for. Thank you, Vasiliy, again for coming.